Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook. Hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. It's Fabio here and we're going to dive into euro dollar first of all. So euro dollar saw indeed that impulse further in towards the highs yesterday. As we discussed yesterday, there was indeed some decent and corrective price action over here, which now caused and facilitated an overall breakout in towards the upside on euro dollar. I was still looking for the potential for a slight more downward move, at least in towards this demand zone, and then potentially even heading down lower in towards this demand zone. However, now that we've really pushed in towards the highs once again, I'm now identifying this as pretty much our sell before the buy, and I'm looking now for a further upside movement here on euro dollar after also that bullish change of character. So this is for now what I'm looking at on euro dollar. Going in towards the 15-minute for today, this looks like kind of like a New York or London, open candle, grabbing the liquidity. So now looking for a new push in towards the highs. Overall for the rest of today is what I'll be looking for. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That's what we're going to be looking for. Overall, what I want to see now is this high over here get gained and then potentially a further push in towards the highs. So that's what we're looking for and trying to identify for the rest of today. Now moving on in towards the dollar index, why are we looking for EURUSD further upside? That would mean that the dollar index needs to move further in towards the downside, because a bearish dollar means EURUSD up. So now looking at the dollar index reacted beautifully to this area of supply, as also mentioned in our previous market outlook. Now what we've seen is a change of character over here by closing, or excuse me, not closing, but wicking below this low, pull back in towards this supply zone, which caused the wick break over here. And now I'm looking for a further continuation in towards the downside here on the dollar index, sustaining that overall bearish momentum further in towards the downside, with the potential of us even starting to grab the liquidity below this area of consolidation over here. So that's it on the dollar index. What I'm looking for, just explained to you guys what I'm looking at on the 4-hour time frame. Now moving on in towards Aussie dollar, which is our next pair. So what are we seeing on Aussie dollar? Some very slow price action overall. Overall, if you look at Aussie dollar, by the way, this candle over here, this is a news candle, right? So overall, we're bullish here on the 4-hour time frame from this low in towards this high still. Nothing has changed since yesterday. What you can then see is that sometimes what I like to do is just ignore this overall this news candle and just focus on the actual market structure which we had, and then you can see that we actually broke above this high, meaning that this is then your demand zone, and we're now seeing a reaction inside that demand zone. So I'm now looking for that further upside continuation after tapping in towards this demand zone over here on the 4-hour time frame. Hence why I'm now looking for that further upside movement going in towards the 15-minute time frame. Ignore this candle over here, then you'll see clear structural break, pull back in towards the demand zones over here. And now looking to see, can we continue from here further in towards the upside? I mean, like, if you want the highest probability play, you have to wait actually in fact for this supply zone to break. If you want to just trade with the overall momentum on the 4-hour time frame, just wait for a strong candle close over here, tap, and continuation in towards the highs. So that's what I'm looking for on Aussie dollar. Continuation from this 4-hour demand zone. Moving on in towards NZDUSD, also looking for further upside for the rest of today after tapping in towards this area of demand over here. So that is pretty much what I'm looking for overall, and what I would like to see. For the rest, we've tapped in towards this demand zone. 4-hour is still bullish, guys. Just keep that in mind. 4-hour is bullish from this low in towards this high. Pull back in towards the 786 fib with this corrective price action. Impulsed up, a lot of bullish momentum, retraced in towards demand, and now looking for that further upside momentum to kick in on NZDUSD to grab the liquidity resting above these equal highs over here, because this high over here is still untouched by this high. Hence why I would like to see it further push up, and also in towards daily and 4-hour supply over here, with the potential of moving up even higher in towards this supply zone over here, with the liquidity resting over here. If you go in towards the daily real quick, it also becomes very evident that there's still a lot of liquidity resting above this area of consolidation, and the real tap in towards the supply zone, which we draw from body to wick, is still yet to be touched, with liquidity resting above these double highs over here. So that's what I'm looking for on NZDUSD. Very, very clean and simple setup that I'm looking for over there. Just continuation of the overall bullish momentum after pulling back in towards this 1-hour order block as well over here, and now showing higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, looking for a continuation from this order block over here on NZDUSD. So that's that from the major dollar pairs. Going in towards gold, last of all, gold has pulled back as explained in yesterday's video. So you guys know we became bearish on fractal structure after breaking the low of this bullish candle over here. Then what we wanted to see was a pullback in towards the supply zone, and as you can see, pull back in towards supply and straight away a reaction. So now looking for that bearish follow through. If you're not already in, just go in towards the 15-minute time frame and try and identify the perfect entry over there. Just look for supply zones that are now being created. This obviously is the overall buy before the sell. If you don't like the 50-minute because it's a little bit too choppy, go in towards the 1 hour and identify some imbalances over there from where you could look for a potential short, as for example from over here. So that's it for today, guys. Looking for some further downside here on gold. So wish you all a fantastic day, and we will be speaking soon. Thanks.